Hello all. So let's continue with the next part of this tutorial. So let's get started. So now we are going to start with the texturing part of this particular tanker over here. Let's get started. So now what we are going to do is we are going to unwrap this. So let's go into this modifier list, go into this, take unwrap UVW, select all this polygons over here, and let's just give a cylindrical mapping over here in the x-axis, fit it, and we'll go into this, open UV editor, and into this UV editor we'll just push this out over here, go into this tools, relax by polygon angles, and we'll start relaxing this stuff over here. So if you want, you can just scale a bit over here, not a problem, a bit. You can scale this stuff over here. After that is done, if you want to check it how it looks like, we'll be just assigning over here a normal material over here. So let's just assign a checker over here. So let's take a standard material over here, and on top of it let's just assign a checker. So you can see the checker is fitting over here perfectly over here. Now what we'll be doing over here is like press Ctrl I, that's your inverse selection over here. So excluding this selection, and we'll go into this, take a planar map, go over here, say quick planar map, so after selecting this whole thing, so inverse it, yeah, make sure you are perfectly excluding the areas which are not required. So go into this planar and say quick planar map over here. So just push this up over here, and the same way on the other hand we'll be selecting that part and again going down, quick planar map. So we'll be just pushing this over here in this way and this part a bit up. So we can just select this over here. If you want to scale this up, you can scale a bit. So select this whole thing and scale it all together over here and push it inside over here. So individually you can just push this up, push this down, push it over here, scale it. So once you're done over here, you can just go into this tools, render UV template, render it, and let's just save it in the tanker UVs and save it in the form of JPG. So let's go into this. And let's just open it with Photoshop. So unlock this part. Let's take a new layer and let's just assign a color to it. Let's just give a screen mode. Let's go into file, open, and let's take some textures over here. We'll go into this texture over here. We have taken some few textures over here. You can take this or this. You can take this texture and let's just drag this, resize this stuff over here, duplicate it, Ctrl T, flip horizontal, enter. Now I can just select this both the layers and just merge it. If you want to merge it, you can easily merge it. And you want to mix some kind of fit on top of it. Let's take one more layer over here. We have one more layer. We can take this scratched metal texture over here. So we can just use this over here. And you can also use some blending modes on top of it. Better. And just give a mask. Let's take a brush over here, take a normal brush. Excuse. So reduce its opacity, reduce its flow. Definitely we are going to write something on top of it. Definitely. So let's just open that tanker image over here. So let's go into this. Let's open this image. So just zoom it. You can just write something over here if you want. LDLMT 8770. You can just take this text over here. So we'll go over here. We'll take a new layer over here. Over here. So let's just take a text over here. Take a white color. LDLMT I 8 7700 LB85 slash I LB85 slash 50 kg. So over here we'll be just taking this, minimize this stuff. So on this all, so we can just reduce this opacity, and we'll just reduce this opacity. We'll just resize this, put it over here. Alright. Now what we'll be doing over here is like, I'll be just making again its opacity to 100, opacity again 100. I'll just duplicate this, Control T, I'll scale it, I'll put on top of it, and the same thing we are going to duplicate it over here. That's it. So off this layer and this layer, let's just save as tanker texture, JPG, save it. So let's go over here into this, go over here, let's go into the material, and let's just assign a normal material over here. So we can also go with the V-Ray material if you want. You can go with the V-Ray material also. So can activate this, but first let's save this. First let's just assign a normal material over here. Take a standard material, just assign this. And just assign this. Alright. So the texture has been assigned over here. I think it's switched over here. We need to work on this part over here. Okay, so we need to rotate that, not a part, we can do that. So for now what we'll be doing over here is like, I'll select this, put the stuff over here, You select this and this, Control T, and I'll just rotate it in that way over here, and off this. File, save as the same JPG, anchor texture. Alright, let's see. Alright, so it's coming more down over here. We can just push it up if it is required over here. We can still push that up over here. So it's very important that how you place the things. Save as it. Alright. We'll just end isolate this stuff over here because it's unwrapped in a different way over here. So we'll go into this open UV editor. So just save your file over here. So definitely we'll be putting the details afterwards over here. So if you want that details, like let's go again into this tanker over here, and let's take this same details over here. Just zoom it. So on this, so we'll just select this, Control T, scale it, rotate it, put it over here. On this, off this and off this, save as, and again save it into JPG, anchor texture, replace it and click OK. So let's go back over here, and the texture is over here. Perfect. So you can just normally render it and you can see that the texture is perfectly visible over here. So that can be easily done over here. It can be easily done. We'll keep it as normal. So let's save your file over here. So we'll continue the rest of the part in the next tutorial. So thanks for watching this tutorial.